Now let's talk about Takkarist. You know, my parents were going to name me Takkarist. In the last minute, they switched to Grant, which is something else. I like the name Takkarist. He could have been, I don't know why I'm so fixated on first names, but that's I've never met a Takkarist in my life, but I like it. Anyway, he could have been a Niner. He should have been a Niner. He may be a Niner one day. He's not a 49er. They failed his physical. He must really have a groin injury. Leo called me about a half hour ago and said, does that mean the Niners have to pay him? And the answer is no. He was never on the team. They don't have to pay him a dime. He's out. I don't know who has to pay him, but not the Niners. My question to you guys is, do you think this was just a failed experiment, or do you think there actually is a future for Takkarist McKinley on this team? Do you think they'll sign him this offseason? Maverick, why don't you start? Oh, Leo, start. You open your mouth first.
No, because from what I understand, someone could fact check me in the comments if they want. From what I understand is, if you get the guy on waivers and you have to put him on waivers once again, and if nobody claims him, you are stuck with that salary, with that dead cap, essentially. So if the 49ers were not willing to just pass his physical and put him on IR and hope to re-sign him in the offseason, that tells me that, hey, his 49er tenure was probably less than 24 hours.
I don't think they're stuck with his dead cap if they fail his physical.
Okay, so they have to pass the physical to be stuck with the dead cap.
I think so.
Got it.
I think that's still the Falcons' dead cap.
Okay, got it. So that would make sense. So basically, at that point, why not just pass the physical, put him on IR, and that's your shot to basically re-sign him? Them deciding not to do that, or Shanahan says, hey, this team still has a chance for the playoffs. Maybe he was be available week 16, week 17. That kind of tells me, all right, failed experiment. We don't like what we see. We're just going to move on.
My reasoning for I think them not doing that is because we don't know who the defensive coordinator of the 49ers is going to be next year. If Robert Saleh is going to be a head coach, which I think he's definitely deserving of that. A lot of people want Raheem Morris. A lot of people want Dan Quinn. And I think Takk McKinley, I guess his relationship with them is a work in progress at best. I don't
think he has a relationship with them.
They
cut him. Yeah.
Well, it's not great with the former Falcon or with him and the Falcons. So I would imagine if they came over here, there'd be a different relationship. So if bringing him over here and then hoping to re-sign him next year, I don't know if they want to do that. But if for some reason Saleh doesn't get hired again and he stays in Santa Clara, then it could be a time to bring in McKinley and add depth because he does fit the system.
I get the sense that the 49ers want Takk McKinley. That when I say the 49ers, the coaches, I get the feeling that Kyle Shanahan and Robert Saleh want Takk McKinley, especially Saleh, especially Chris Kosarick. I mean, that's the kind of guy they revive. I mean, first round pick, has had production given to Chris Kosarick and Robert Saleh. To me, the way I look at it is not healthy right now, may not be available to play at all this season, or maybe not until week 16 or week 17. If you do pass his physical, as Leo brings up, you got to pay him. And that's a significant chunk of change. It's not Kyle's money. It's not Robert's money. Whose money is it? It's the Yorks' money. And the way I feel about the Yorks is they basically spend only as much money as they have to. So if they went up to Jed and was like, hey, we got Takk, groin's a little messed up, probably can't play for 3-4 weeks, but maybe can play the last couple of weeks. Can we keep him? And you're going to have to pay X amount of money. And he's like, no. Why? What am I going to write this check for? So to me, what happened, I'm guessing, and I don't know, is they brought him in the building. They said, Takk, we love you. We really like you. Do you want to play with us? You grew up in Richmond. Do you want to come back home? Do you like the idea of living in Northern California? All right, let's revisit this. Let's couch this. We got cheapo owners, not our fault. Let's couch this, come back in the offseason and see what we can do then. Doesn't mean he might get better offers in the offseason. But I think the Niners coaches like him, and I base this on 100% of nothing. Does that sound reasonable?
Sounds reasonable.
Sounds like fiction. I don't know. I think they like him. I think they like him, and I think he was too expensive to get Jed to sign off for the next 6 games.
How could they not like him when Takk went to the same school as you did?
That's what I said. Plus, he was born in Oakland. So, I mean, it's like a rags to riches story. It's like the same thing. You know what I mean? It's like Anyway, we're cut from the same cloth, is what I'm trying to say.